The Eurasian steppes, a vast expanse of grasslands stretching from Eastern Europe to Manchuria, have cradled numerous nomadic empires. Among these, the Xiongnu Empire stands out as a formidable force. Emerging in the 3rd century BCE, the Xiongnu carved out a powerful empire that challenged the mighty Han dynasty of China. Their rise to power and eventual decline had a profound impact on the course of Eurasian history. It was in this volatile environment that a charismatic leader named Xiongnu rose to prominence. Modu's leadership proved instrumental in uniting these disparate tribes. He forged them into a formidable force that would come to be known as the Xiongnu. The Xiongnu Empire's rise to prominence marked a turning point in the history of Central Asia. Their story is one of ambition, military might, and the enduring legacy of nomadic empires on the global stage. We will explore their lasting influence on Eurasian history. Xiongnu, often considered the founder of the Xiongnu Empire, was a brilliant strategist and ruthless leader. Ascending to power around 209 BCE, Modu inherited a loosely organized confederation of nomadic tribes. He quickly set about consolidating his power and expanding Xiongnu territory. He achieved this through a combination of military campaigns and shrewd diplomacy. One of Modu's most significant innovations was the establishment of a centralized military structure. He organized the Xiongnu army into a disciplined and highly mobile force. It was divided into decimal units, allowing for efficient command and control. This military reorganization proved instrumental in the Xiongnu's subsequent conquests. Modu's reign saw the Xiongnu Empire expand rapidly. They subdued neighboring nomadic tribes, extending their control over a vast territory. Modu's military successes were not solely due to brute force, he was also a cunning strategist. The rise of the Xiongnu coincided with the emergence of the Han dynasty in China. The Han dynasty initially sought to contain the Xiongnu through military means. However, the Xiongnu proved to be a formidable adversary. Their equestrian skills and mastery of mounted archery gave them a significant advantage. Faced with this, the Han Emperor opted for a diplomatic solution known as the Heqin policy. The Han dynasty recognized the Xiongnu as a political equal and agreed to pay annual tributes. This policy served the interests of both empires. It allowed the Han to secure its borders and focus on internal consolidation. For the Xiongnu, the tributes provided a steady stream of wealth and resources. This cycle of conflict and diplomacy characterized their relationship for centuries. At the heart of the Xiongnu Empire was a vibrant and adaptable nomadic society. Unlike their sedentary counterparts, the Xiongnu did not rely on agriculture or fixed settlements. Their lives revolved around their herds of horses, sheep, and cattle. They followed the rhythms of the seasons, migrating across the steppes in search of fresh grazing lands. This nomadic lifestyle instilled in the Xiongnu a deep connection to the natural world. It also fostered a culture that prized mobility, resilience, and martial prowess. Xiongnu society was hierarchical, with a clear power structure. At the apex stood the Xiongnu, the supreme leader of the empire. The Xiongnu's authority was absolute. Beneath the Xiongnu were various nobles and clan leaders who owed him allegiance. The Xiongnu did not possess a written language. Their history, laws, and traditions were passed down orally. Despite this, they developed a complex system of governance that effectively managed the affairs of their vast empire. The power of women diplomatic channels and societal influence. In contrast to many contemporary societies, Xiongnu women held a surprisingly prominent position. They exercised considerable influence within their communities. Their roles extended far beyond the domestic sphere. Women actively participated in the political, economic, and even military affairs of the empire. One of the most striking aspects of Xiongnu society was the role of women in diplomacy. Xiongnu women, often of noble birth, were married to rulers of neighboring states as a means of cementing alliances and ensuring peaceful relations. These diplomatic marriages served as a crucial tool for the Xiongnu. Beyond diplomacy, Xiongnu women played vital roles in the economic life of their communities. They were responsible for tending to livestock, crafting essential goods, and managing the household. The respect accorded to Xiongnu women and their active participation in various aspects of life set them apart from many other societies of their time. Masters of the saddle, Xiongnu military prowess and tactics. The Xiongnu's military prowess was legendary. Their mastery of horsemanship and archery was unmatched. It struck fear into the hearts of their enemies. Xiongnu warriors were trained from a young age. They could fire arrows with deadly accuracy while galloping. This made them incredibly difficult to engage in battle. They could rain down arrows while remaining highly mobile. Central to their success was mounted archery, equipped with powerful composite bows made from wood, horn, and sinew. They could fire arrows over great distances. This gave them a significant advantage in ranged combat. Their tactics were as impressive as their skills. They often employed feigned retreats to draw enemies into ambushes. Their mobility and terrain knowledge allowed them to strike quickly. The crumbling empire, internal strife, and the rise of new powers. The Xiongnu Empire, despite its power and influence, was not immune to the forces of change and decline. By the 1st century CE, the once mighty empire began to show signs of weakness. Internal strife, external pressures, and a changing geopolitical landscape all contributed to the Xiongnu's gradual decline. One of the primary factors weakening the Xiongnu was a series of internal conflicts, disputes over succession, power struggles between rival factions, and rebellions within the empire drained the Xiongnu's resources and sapped their strength. Adding to the Xiongnu's woes was the growing power of the Han dynasty. The Han dynasty, having consolidated its rule and strengthened its military, adopted a more aggressive stance towards the Xiongnu. They launched a series of military campaigns into Xiongnu territory. The Xiongnu, once the dominant power in the region, found themselves increasingly on the defensive. While the Xiongnu Empire eventually succumbed to internal and external pressures, their legacy continued to resonate across the Eurasian steppes long after their decline. Their impact on the course of history is undeniable. They left an indelible mark on the cultural, political, and economic landscape of Eurasia. One of the most significant legacies of the Xiongnu was their role in shaping the development of nomadic empires. The Xiongnu's success in forging a powerful empire from a collection of disparate tribes served as a template for later nomadic powers. The Xiongnu's interactions with the Han dynasty also had a profound impact on Chinese history. The policy facilitated cultural exchange and trade between the two empires. The rise and fall of the Xiongnu Empire played a crucial role in the development of the Silk Road, the network of trade routes that connected East Asia with Europe. During their period of dominance, the Xiongnu controlled many of the key routes traversing the Eurasian steppes. This gave them considerable influence over the flow of goods and ideas between East and West. The Xiongnu's control over these trade routes allowed them to amass wealth and resources through taxation and tribute. This in turn fueled their military expansion and further solidified their power. The Xiongnu's presence on the Silk Road also facilitated cultural exchange. While the Xiongnu's control over the Silk Road declined with their empire, the routes they once dominated continued to thrive. The Xiongnu's legacy as a major power on the Silk Road cemented their place in history. The decline of the Xiongnu Empire had far-reaching consequences. One of the most significant was its role in triggering a series of migrations that would reshape the ethnic and political map of Eurasia. As the Xiongnu weakened, they came under increasing pressure from other nomadic groups. These groups were vying for control of the steppes. This pressure, combined with internal divisions and environmental factors, led to the westward migration of various Xiongnu groups. The Xiongnu's migration had a domino effect. It displaced other nomadic groups, setting off a chain reaction of migrations that rippled across Eurasia. This period of upheaval, known as the Great Migration, saw the movement of numerous peoples, including the Huns, the Alans, and the Goths. These migrations had a profound impact on the course of history. The Xiongnu's role in triggering the Great Migration highlights the interconnectedness of Eurasian societies in the ancient world. The Xiongnu Empire, though relatively short-lived, left an indelible mark on the history of Eurasia. Their rise to power, their conflicts with the Han dynasty, their unique nomadic society, and their eventual decline provide valuable insights into the dynamics of power, the challenges of empire building, and the enduring legacy of nomadic cultures. The Xiongnu story is a reminder of the fluidity of power in the ancient world. It shows how nomadic groups, often overlooked or underestimated, could rise to challenge even the mightiest of empires. Though the Xiongnu Empire eventually crumbled under the weight of internal strife and external pressures, their impact on Eurasian history is undeniable. Their legacy serves as a testament to the enduring influence of nomadic cultures on the course of world history.